What's going on, guys? It's been a crazy weekend of sports. The playoffs are here, the playoffs have started, and it's been a crazy weekend of sports, like I just said. I sat and binge watched the NBA playoffs all weekend long, binge watched baseball too at the same time. But man, kicking off the NBA playoffs, day one, day two, and even going back to last night, day three, it was crazy. Last night, we might have had the best doubleheader of two games in NBA history. I think I should title this as Why Can't the Lakers Keep a Double-Digit Lead Against the Denver Nuggets? That's what the title of this podcast episode should be. Why can't the Lakers keep a double-digit lead against the Denver Nuggets? Let's get right into it. Game one of the series. The Lakers had lost 8 straight against the Denver Nuggets coming into this game. Regular season and postseason, losing 8 straight against the Denver Nuggets. That's absolutely crazy. Going into game one, AD has a good game. 32 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. He shoots 12 from 23 from the field. That's pretty solid. LeBron plays. He has 27 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. He shot 10 from 16 from the field. That's a pretty solid night too. AR-15, Austin Reeves had 13 points. He shot 5 from 9 from the field. Okay, that's okay. D'Angelo Russell. Now, we talked about D'Angelo Russell last year and how, he was a no-show in the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. Now, he's still lucky to be in the Lakers uniform because how atrocious his performance against the Denver Nuggets was in the Western Conference Finals. In Game 1 this year against the Denver Nuggets, Game 1, he has 13 points. He's 6 from 20 from the field, and he's only 1 from 9 from three-point range. So, that's going back to last year. He's lucky that he's in the Lakers uniform this year because how he played in the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets and how he performed this year in the second half of the year. That's what we expected this Game 1. Well, we got the D'Angelo Russell of last year's Western Conference Finals. That's what we got in Game 1. 13 points, 6 from 20 from the field, 1 from 9 from three-point range. That's not going to get it. The Lakers need D'Angelo Russell to be their third scorer other than LeBron and AD, and he was not that last night, and that was a huge reason why the Lakers lost last night. D'Angelo Russell has got to be better. You've got to be better. Taurean Prince comes off the bench, gives you 11 points, 1 from 3 from three-point range, 4 from 7 from the field. Taurean was the only one that really come off the bench and do something for the Lakers. Let's go over to the Denver Nuggets side. Joker has 32 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. He hit 1 3. He was 15 from 23 from the field. Joker does what Joker's going to do. He's going to give you the points. He's going to give you the rebounds. He's going to give you the assists. He's going to hit the threes. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to have a huge impact on the game like he usually does. That's what Joker's going to do, and that's what he did. Jamal Murray, on the other hand, had 22 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, and he was only 9 from 24 from the field. He was 4 from 9 from 3. Jamal Murray's night was not very efficient, but unlike D'Angelo Russell, he still contributed with 22 points, still 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. His shot wasn't falling down, but Jamal Murray still found other ways to impact the game. That's what D'Angelo Russell should have did. Find other ways to impact the game and help your team out, not just shooting. You know what I'm saying? KCP had 12 points, and he was 4 from 10 from long range. MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., had 19 points, 8 from 15 shooting, pretty efficient, 3 from 7 from three-point range. That's pretty good. That's what we expect Michael Porter Jr. to do. Aaron Gordon had 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. That's pretty solid from AG. They mainly need Aaron Gordon on the defensive end. If whatever he can give you offensively, that's a plus. You'll take it. The Lakers are not a good three-point shooting team. They haven't been all year. They're not going to start to be a good three-point shooting team in the playoffs. They shot 8 from 29 from 3 last night. Denver is a very good three-point shooting team in the regular season. They shot 15 of 42 last night. Not the best, but they still hit 15 key threes. The Lakers, y'all had a 12-point lead at halftime. Y'all came back out of halftime. Y'all let Denver make a run. As soon as you know Denver makes their run, it's like you could see it on the Lakers' faces. They're like, "Oh crap, here we go again." It's like they're thinking about last year again. You have to keep playing. You can't. I understand every team is going to make a run. That is true. Every team is going to make a run, but you have to stay with your game plan. You can't let the team that you're playing get you out of their game, get you out of your game plan just because they're making a run. You have to stay with what worked. Don't go to something else that hasn't worked in this game because the team's making a run. You have to stay with your bread and butter. You have to. The Lakers did not do that. After Denver came and tied it up, Denver did not look back then. Denver's biggest lead ended up being a 15-point lead after they came back and tied it up and went on that run in that third quarter. In the fourth quarter, you could see on the Lakers' face that they didn't have no chance, and they did not play the same at all like they had a chance. It wasn't no belief. It wasn't no belief. To accomplish what you want to accomplish in any sport, you have to be confident and you have to have some type of belief. If you don't, sports is going to eat at you real fast if you don't have confidence and if you don't have belief. You're not going to be able to win anything. And you could see it in the Lakers' faces and you could see it in their body language. They weren't confident at all and they didn't have that belief. And that's why they lost game 1 of the series. But you have a 12-point lead. You cannot let Denver, I know they're at home, the home court advantage, the altitude, I know, but you cannot let Denver off the hook like that. You have to maintain what you are doing. Lakers, y'all have to hold that lead. No excuse. Y'all should have held that lead. No question about it. No question about it. Let's go to game 2. Game 2 of the series. Let's start with the Lakers. AD, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 from 19 from the field, and he only had 1 shot in the fourth quarter, which ended up coming back to bite the Lakers in the butt. LeBron, 26 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds, 9 from 19 from the field. LeBron hit 2 key threes in that fourth quarter. And it's like, okay, the Lakers might actually hang on to this game and win this game because LeBron has 2 threes in this fourth quarter. He was 3 from 6 from long range. D'Angelo Russell, he came back and had the game that the Lakers needed him to have. 23 points, 8 from 16 from the field, 7 for 11 from 3-point range. Rui Hachimura was 1 from 7 from shooting. AR-15, Austin Reeves was 4 for 11 shooting, 9.6 rebounds. Rui Hachimura, you were only 1 for 7 shooting the ball last night. Rui Hachimura, you had plenty of opportunities. You had layups. You had dunk attempts. You flat out missed it. Those misses are huge. Those misses are more huge than we think because you have to convert those. You might not, beginning of the game, second quarter, you might not think those little missed shots, layups, dunks that you had was not huge, but every point counts dearly. And when you have those easy opportunities, those easy bunnies that you had, Rui, you have to capitalize on that. You can't miss these point-blank layups, these point-blank dunks. You have to capitalize on that. LeBron and AD, they gave you what they needed to give you. They had an outstanding game. The only thing I question is, why in the world is AD only getting 1 shot in the fourth quarter? He had it going in the game. He was actually killing Joker. Your star player does not only need to get 1 shot in the fourth quarter. He had a better game than what LeBron had. He should not be getting only 1 shot in the fourth quarter. LeBron hit 2 key threes in the fourth quarter, as I mentioned. Going down to the wire, he kind of crossed up KCP, and LeBron has a wide open 3. He takes the shot, he misses. That would have gave the Lakers a 3-point lead with like as many seconds left. LeBron, if you hit that 3, you guys are up by 3. You miss it. But LeBron had no intentions of shooting that ball anyway because he didn't expect KCP to fall down. And if you look at it, LeBron kind of pushed KCP off, in my opinion. So LeBron was not expecting to shoot that ball. They were going to run an actual play, and they should have ran that pick and roll with AD. That's one thing they stopped going to. LeBron and AD killed Denver on that pick and roll, and they kept running it, and the Denver Nuggets could not stop it for the life of them. And then all of a sudden, as Denver makes that run and they start coming back, the Lakers get out of their game plan. They stop running that pick and roll with LeBron and AD. Remember, like I said for game one, when a team is making a run, you don't get out of your game plan and what has worked for you this whole entire game plan. Game two, the Lakers did it again. Denver starts to make a run. The Lakers start doing everything else that they haven't done in the game so far. Everything else that hasn't worked, the Lakers start doing that. You have a game plan. You have a set game plan. You have to make sure for 48 minutes, 4 quarters, that you're executing that game plan. I don't know why in the world, Lakers, that y'all went away from the pick and roll with LeBron and AD, because y'all were killing it. Coming out of halftime, in the layup line or whatever, they said that LeBron and AD, all they did at halftime, they practiced those pick and rolls. That's all they did. They practiced those pick and rolls. They came out in the third quarter and they went right to it and they got an easy bucket out of it. So just because Denver is making a run does not mean that you should go out of your game plan. Y'all should have stuck with that, and AD should have got more than one shot in the fourth quarter. And LeBron, if you hit that three, it's all flowers and roses. We possibly not even talking about y'all being down 2-0 and y'all lost. My thing is, y'all had a 20-point lead, Lakers. In the third quarter, y'all came out lackadaisical, very nonchalant, and y'all let Denver right back in the game. Just like game one, you had a 12-point lead. Game two, you have a 20-point lead. You cannot lose a 20-point lead in the NBA. I know how these teams shoot threes and how you get easy twos and all that. It's easy to come back. A 20-point lead in today's NBA is nothing. But you cannot lose a 20-point lead in a playoff series, no matter if you're at home or the road. You have to sustain what you are doing. There's no way in the world you guys should have lost a 20-point lead. D'Angelo Russell had a much better game. As I mentioned, 23 points, 8 for 16 from the field, 7 for 11 from downtown. You can't lose a 20-point lead, Lakers. You can't. And then, okay, the officiating was very, very suspect. I watched the game for myself, and in my opinion, a lot of the calls were favored in the Denver Nuggets' way, and a lot of calls were going against the Lakers. One play, they called a foul on the floor. Michael Porter Jr. hit D'Angelo Russell in the face. On the floor, they called it a foul. Denver challenged, and they said, oh, the call is being overturned. The contact wasn't that much. If you go back and look at the replay, Michael Porter Jr. clearly hits D'Angelo Russell in the face. That's clear as day. But the Lakers, y'all complained about a lot of the officiating after the game. AD walked out of his post-game press conference. LeBron wasn't too happy speaking at his post-game press conference either, rightfully so. There was a lot of calls, in my opinion, that went against the Lakers. But if y'all would actually hold y'all 20-point lead like y'all are supposed to do in the first place, y'all don't have to talk about the officials. So for y'all going to that post-game press conference last night and talking to the media and saying, oh, the officials didn't call this, they didn't call that, the officials were one-sided with all their calls. Yes, they were. But Lakers, y'all have to handle y'all business. If y'all handle y'all business and don't lose a 20-point lead, then maybe, we wouldn't have to be talking about the officials. The officials are not perfect. They're going to make mistakes. But bottom line is, Lakers, y'all had the game in y'all hands. In the third quarter, y'all went into a huge scoring drought, and that's what hurt y'all. Denver started coming back. Jamal Murray had an awful night. He was 9 from 24. His teammates encouraged him to keep shooting. He kept shooting. He hit the game-winning shot on AD. Game winner. Joker did what he usually does. He had 27 points, 20 rebounds, 10 assists, 9 for 16 from the field. Joker had a triple-double. He always gets a triple-double. Michael Porter Jr. had 22 points, 6 from 10 from three-point range, 8 from 13 from the field, and 9 rebounds. About 6 of those three-pointers, Michael Porter Jr. was in the wide open, doggone every one he took, and he hit 6 of them. Aaron Gordon had 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 from 10 from the field. And as I mentioned, they need Aaron Gordon for defense. Whatever he can give you offensively, you will take it. Mike Malone, head coach for the Denver Nuggets, actually made a switch and put Aaron Gordon on Anthony Davis. And he actually locked up AD really good. He took Joker off of AD and he put Aaron Gordon on, and Aaron Gordon did his job and actually locked up AD pretty good. So the largest lead for Denver in this game was only 3 points. The largest lead for the Lakers was 20 points. 20-3, largest lead. Denver 3, Lakers largest lead 20. Denver did not shoot well from three-point range. They were only 8 for 34, and Michael Porter Jr. hit 6 of those 8 threes. The Lakers hit 13 threes. They were 13 for 30, so they shot better for three-point range than they did as a team in Game 1. Transitioning to the Knicks, Philadelphia. The Knicks go up 2-0 in that series. Jalen Brunson has not played well in Game 1 or Game 2. He had 24 points, 8 from 29 from the field, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. It's a problem to me when Jalen Brunson has not played well in the first 2 games of the series and you're still up 2-0. Josh Hart, 21 points, 7 from 16 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3, 15 rebounds. Josh Hart should not be getting 21 points, Philadelphia 76ers. He should not be getting 21 points. I'm sorry. His season average is only 9 points. There's no way in the world Josh Hart is getting 21 points and he's having a good Game 1 too. We all know that Josh Hart can rebound. You cannot allow Josh Hart to get on the boards. He had 15 rebounds in this game. Game 1, I think he had 19 rebounds. Josh Hart should not be hitting 4 threes either. Josh Hart is not a good three-point shooter. There's no way in the world that he's hitting 4 threes. Isaiah Hartenstein had another good game. 14 points, 10 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo, 19 points, 4 from 8 from 3, and 5 from 10 from the field. Dante DiVincenzo ended up hitting that key 3 that he hit in the final seconds of the game. As we know, the 76ers inbounding the ball. Tyrese Maxey got his jersey pulled. Not once, but like twice. He got his jersey pulled. No foul was called. And then you look at the sideline. Nick Nurse is calling timeout. He doesn't get it. He called timeout again. He still doesn't get it. Nick Nurse said after the game that the officials did not see him. Now, a lot of people have said, Nick Nurse, why don't you run out onto the court and try to get a timeout? That's not a smart idea either when you have 10 guys on the floor and possibly one of them might actually run into you. Number 2, sometimes, depending on who the referee is, if a coach runs out onto the floor and tries to get a timeout, sometimes they end up calling a unsportsmanlike technical foul on you for doing that. So Nick Nurse, clear as day, he called timeout like this one time. The second time when they were trying to get the ball in the same possession, he called timeout again. They still didn't see him. If you're a referee, you should be, in my opinion, you know that the coach is probably going to call timeout. You should be looking over to the coach's way to see if he's calling timeout, which Nick Nurse did that twice on the same possession. They tried to get the ball in Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey get his jersey grabbed and pulled twice, and the referees act like that they didn't see a thing. Come on now, man. It was clear as day. You go look at the replay, it was clear as day. And that's why the turnover happened. And that's why Isaiah Hartenstein got the offensive rebound, and he was able to kick it out to OG Anunoby, who OG kicks it out to Dante DiVincenzo. The Knicks make a miraculous comeback in the final seconds. Joel Embiid's not well, we know that. But he had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Tyrese Maxey, 35 points, 5 from 11 for three-point range, 12 from 22 from the field. Joel Embiid's very confident that the 76ers... Joel Embiid is very confident that the 76ers will come back and win this series, as he should be confident in his team. That's what a star's supposed to say. that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about the Lakers and them being down 2-0 and not being able to hold a double-digit lead to the Denver Nuggets. And let me know what you guys think about this series with the Philadelphia 76ers and what happened last night. That's all I have for you guys today. I was very animated today, and I needed to get this out. So there you have it. That's it.